shapes of orbitals. For 1s orbital, n is equal to 1, L is equal to 0. So the orbital which L is equal to 0 will have only one m value, because number of m values are equal to 2L plus 1. 2L plus 1. So for 1s orbital, L is equal to 0. So 2 into 0 plus 1, that will be equal to 1. So it will have only one m value and its value is 0. Now, what is meaning for it? This magnetic quantum value gives us the orientation of orbital. Orientation means spatial arrangement. Orientation means spatial arrangement. Since magnetic quantum value will have only one value, it means it has only one type of spatial arrangement. Only one type of spatial arrangement. That spatial arrangement is, we can explain it like this. We already discussed that we consider the position of electron along the three coordinates, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. If you observe the radial probability of s orbital, suppose for example in this area, if you find the probability in certain amount, the same place in this area, this area, this area and here and this point, and along all the three coordinates, its position is same. Its position is same. Now along one axis, if I observe, as it is, the center point is the nucleus. This is nucleus. Here in this point the probability is 0. As I move from nucleus to this, gradually the probability will increase and it reaches to a maximum and reaches to minimum. That means if I plot a graph for the probability of an 1s electron along x-axis and y-axis and z-axis, so at nucleus the probability is 0. As I move away from this, its probability will be like this. It reaches, this is radial probability and this is r, distance, along x-axis. And again it gradually decreases. Along y-axis also I found the radial probability and radius in the same manner. In z-axis also I get the same graph. So this is the area where I found the probability of these electrons are maximum. Taking this as a radius, because the same thing happened in y-axis and same thing happened in z-axis. That's why taking this as a radius, if I construct a sphere, that sphere will give us the shape of 1s orbital. That's why we claim that 1s orbital is spherical in shape. This radius is almost equal to Bohr's radius of hydrogen atom, that is 0.528 angstroms. 5 to 8 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeters. Approximately equal to Bohr's radius. This is the shape of 1s orbital. Let us consider the shape of 2s orbital. For 2s orbital, n is equal to 0, L is equal to 0. When L is equal to 0, M will have only one value, that is M is equal to 0. That means there is no different orientations, only one type of orientation. That means along x-axis, along y-axis and along z-axis, it shows same radial probability. Now if I plot a graph, this is radial probability and this is radius. If I plot a graph for 2s orbital from, that is in the nucleus, its probability is 0. As I move, it will be like this. It reaches to certain point, then I found it decreases and reaches to minimum, and again it increases. So here in this point, the probability of finding an electron, that is distance from, at a certain distance from nucleus, I found the probability almost equal to 0. That point is called as node. Remember, in nucleus also, the probability of finding an electron is 0. But this is not called as node. Outside the nucleus, somewhere at certain point, if probability of finding a particular electron is 0, that point is called as node. Here for 2s orbital, I found one node here at certain distance from the nucleus. And here I found the probability at maximum extent. So taking this as radius, if I construct a sphere, that sphere will give me the shape of 2s orbital. That means 1s orbital and 2s orbital, both are in spherical shape because they have only one magnetic value. There is no other spatial arrangements, and their position along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis is same. That means in between those axes also will be same. That's why a spherical shape is appeared. Now come to another important point. In this region of space, I found a region where the probability of finding the electrons of 2s electrons is almost 0. This is the region where I found that the probability of 2s electrons is almost 0. Why in that region 2s electrons are not present? What is the reason? The reason is that is the space where 1s electrons probability is maximum. That means the region is from radius, the region is 0.529 or 5 to 8 angstroms, which is the region where 1s electrons are present. That region is called as nodal region. The nodal region in 2s orbital, 2s electrons probability is almost 0, but in that area 1s electrons probability is maximum. 1s electrons probability is maximum. That's why that is only nodal region means it doesn't mean that no electron is present in that region. Particularly that electrons, that is 2s electrons, are not found in that region. That's why that region is called as nodal region. In that nodal region of 2s electrons, 1s electrons probability is maximum. Now you can imagine in 3s orbital, it is some more larger than 2s orbital. It will have two nodal regions, one with respect of 1s and other with respect of 2s. In 4s orbital, you will find three nodal regions, one with respect of 1s, another with respect of 2s, and third one with respect of 3s, and so on. In 5s orbital, you will have four nodal regions. In 6s orbital, you will have five nodal regions, and so on. This is the shape of 1s and 2s orbitals. 2p orbital. 2p orbital. For 2p orbital, n is equal to 2, L is equal to 1. If L is equal to 1, it will have 3 m values because number of m values are equal to 2L plus 1. So 2 into 1 plus 1, it will be equal to 3. That means the orbital with L value is 1 will have 3 m values. That means m is equal to minus 1, m is equal to 0, m is equal to plus 1. It means that it has 3 types of orientations. It has 3 types of orientations. They are along x-axis, along y-axis, and along z-axis. Now, similar manner, if I plot a graph, this is radial probability and this is radius. If I plot a graph for 2p orbital, probability of 2p orbital for this orientation m is equal to minus 1 along x-axis, I found that the probability will be like this. Just like 2s orbital, it gradually increases and reaches to a certain point and again it decreases, but it is somewhat flat in certain area. In the case of 1s orbital, just we are taking the maximum probable area as a radius and construct a sphere. Because same graph is obtained along x-axis, along y-axis and along z-axis for that particular electron. But here for which m is equal to minus 1, if I observe in y-axis, its probability is almost 0. Along z-axis also, its probability is almost 0. So I cannot extend this like a sphere in the case of 1s. In case of 1s, 2s, 3s and 4s, the same type of graph for a particular electron is observed along x-axis, along y-axis and along z-axis. For in this case, only x-axis I found this graph, but in y and z-axis, the probability is almost 0. For another m is equal to 0, along y-axis, along z-axis, it has this probability, and x and y-axis, its probability is almost 0. For m is equal to plus 1, only along y-axis, I found the probability like this, but z and x-axis, it is almost 0. So I cannot extend or construct a sphere basing on the maximum. So here, what I am going to do, along x-axis in both sides, that is in plus axis and minus, it will be like this. So I can extend this like this only. That means the probability of finding electron is maximum only in these areas, like this. So it is almost in a dumbbell shape. So in x-axis it is like this. So we consider this as px orbital. If it is in y-axis, I call it as py orbital. And in z-axis, if this be like this, it is said to be pz orbital, py and pz. So this is the way I got the shapes of px orbital, py orbital and pz orbitals. D sub energy level. D sub energy level starts from third energy level onwards, that is 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, etc. For 3D orbital, n is equal to 3 and L is equal to 2. When L is equal to 2, the maximum m values are 2L plus 1, that is 2 into 2 plus 1, it will be equal to 5. That means we have 5 different orientations for 5 orbitals. There is m is equal to minus 2, m is equal to minus 1, m is equal to 0, m is equal to plus 1, m is equal to plus 2. That means we have 5 orbitals in D sub energy levels with 5 different orientations. Those 5 different orientations are D XY, D YZ, D ZX, D X square Y square, D Z square. These are the 5 different orientations. D sub energy level or D orbital will have 2 lobes. It is in double dumbbell shape. If 4 lobes of D orbital are oriented in between x and y axis, that orbital is said to be dxy orbital. If 4 lobes of D orbital are oriented along y axis and z axis, then that orbital is said to be dyz orbital. And 4 lobes are oriented in between x axis and z axis, and certain orbitals are called as dxz orbital. Like this, if orientations are in between axis, that means, for example, this is x axis and this is y axis. If 4 lobes, this is 1 lobe like this, another lobe like this, third lobe like this, and fourth lobe like this. This is said to be dxy orbital. Now, this is y axis and this is z axis. Then if they are present, here one, like this, they said to be dyz. Then dzx, if 4 lobes are present like this, 1, 2, 3 and 4, they are called as dxz orbital. So that the 4 lobes are oriented in between the axis, basing on it, they are called as dxy, dyz, dzx. And other 2 are, if 4 lobes are oriented along x-axis and along z-axis, sorry, y-axis. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. These are said to be dx square, y square orbital. Now, in between the axes are filled, along x and y axis are filled. The only place that was left is along z-axis. So, out of 4 lobes, 2 lobes are oriented along z-axis. And there is no place for other 2 lobes. They condensed as a ring in between, like this. That orbital is said to be dz square orbital. So, these are the shapes of D orbitals: dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square, y square, and dz square. These are the shapes of different orbitals.